welcome back to my channel. Today I will be trying every exclusive menu item from Burger King Norway, just so I can tell you which items you need to try the next time you're in Scandinavia. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I got quite a bit of food here and everything looks delicious. I can't wait, but I also don't really know where to start. Burger King is actually the most popular fast food chain in all of Norway. They consume it way more than any other food chain, including McDonald's. And I do think that the burgers in Norway do taste different than the burgers from Burger King in the United States. It is a bit more higher quality and everything is always really tasty. So while this is not everything that you can get in Burger King in Norway, this is things that are exclusive to just Norway and Scandinavia as a whole, as well as some limited edition items. Also, to make things simpler, everything I have here that is a sandwich is beef based. However, you can get all of these sandwiches here either as a vegetarian version or in a chicken version. But for me, this was just the easiest way to do it and to be able to tell you guys if they're worth the while. But I think since there's so much on the plate here, let's start with the burgers. First off, we have the Gourmet Grill Triple Cheese. So this is part of their Gourmet Grill series. There's 3 sandwiches total and we have all of them here. And as far as I know, it's exclusive to Norway. It looks like it has 2 slices of white cheese and then more slices of yellow American cheese on the bottom. It's really cheesy, but honestly, it just tastes like a bigger version of the regular like small cheeseburger that you get at Burger King with a lot more onion. But I think you have to be a big fan of onion if you're gonna go for this one. Next, we have the Gourmet Grill Triple Onion. So right off the bat, it looks like this one looks very similar to the Triple Cheese Gourmet Grill, but it does have some lettuce and some red onion and white onion, and it's way more saucy looking. Let's try it. I like this one a lot better than the Triple Cheese one. It's definitely not as cheesy, but it does have a lot more of a mellow onion flavor. The other one was basically just onions and cheese, and while this one has more onion because it has red onion and white onion, it's blended in a lot better because it's more saucy and has more vegetables like the lettuce. So I think overall this is the one I like more than the Triple Cheese. The last one we have on our gourmet series is the Gourmet Steakhouse. This is the one I get pretty much every time I go to Burger King because it's like a very nice version of a bacon cheeseburger. So unlike the other Gourmet Grill sandwiches, this one has bacon, lettuce, tomato, cheese, sauce, and crispy onion. Let's give it a try. This is definitely still my favorite burger from Burger King. I just think it's so nice that you have all of these fresh vegetables, the crunchy crispy onion, the yummy salty bacon, just the right amount of cheese and sauce and meat. It's like the perfect combo. So I think if I'm going to be ranking the different gourmet burgers, it'll be the steakhouse first, then the triple onion, then the triple cheese. Sorry, triple cheese. We do have 2 other regular burgers that are not part of the Gourmet Grill series. So I think let's start with the extra long chili cheese sandwich. This is the first time I've ever gotten this sandwich, or actually any extra long sandwich from Burger King. It is quite long. It's like a 6-incher, it looks like. It does seem like they have 3 meat patties on here with several slices of cheese and then some jalapenos as well. Pretty basic, but let's see how it holds up. Well, it tastes exactly like those 3 ingredients. The cheese is almost like a nacho cheese because it's so melted. So it's kind of like when you're having cafeteria nachos with just the jalapenos and melted cheese on top. That's pretty much what this sandwich tastes like, so if that's your thing. Our last burger that we're going to be trying is the Chili Mayo Bacon King Burger. And this thing is heavy. So I think they messed up and accidentally gave me a double, hence why it's so heavy. But it does look a lot like the Gourmet Grill Steakhouse Burger, which is my favorite. It's pretty much the exact same ingredients, except this has a different type of lettuce. It's iceberg lettuce instead of the other kind. It has more of a liquidy cheese like the other sandwich we just tried. And they also replace out the steakhouse sauce for the chili mayo sauce. Let's give it a taste. I think it is pretty good. I think I would put this in my rating above the triple cheese, but below the triple onion. It's basically like a normal Whopper, but instead of the Whopper sauce, they have a chili mayo sauce instead. But it is still pretty basic and they're not doing anything extra special with the burger here. Our last savory item on the menu is one of my all-time favorites, and I think it is a bestseller across all of Norway. It is the chili cheese puffs. Now these guys might not look like anything special on the outside, but they are delicious, especially if you're out on the town, it's getting late and you're getting a little peckish. This 4-pack of chili cheese is the perfect midnight snack. And they're served piping hot straight out of the fryer. Honestly, I could just eat nothing but those all night long. But I think that concludes all of our savory items. I'm starting to get a good feel for what I think is in my top ranking and what I didn't like that much. But I think we need to move on to all of the desserts because we have a lot of frozen goodies here and we need to get to them before they start to melt. Starting with the ice cream, let's go with some of the milkshakes since they're melting the quickest. First up, we have the creamy dime milkshake. Dime is this type of Norwegian candy. It's like these crunchy little tiny pieces of caramel that are covered in chocolate, and this thing is full of them. All right, let's give it a taste. Basically what it tastes like is like a vanilla milkshake with maybe like a bit of malt flavoring in there. And then it's got a bunch of like little tiny pieces of crunchy chocolate and crunchy caramel. The milkshake itself is a little basic because it's just vanilla, but when you get the dame in there, it is really yummy. Next up on our milkshake roster, we have the creamy coffee caramel milkshake. They also have a creamy caramel milkshake, but I personally like the coffee one better and they taste identical. The only difference is that this one has coffee in it, kind of like a frappe. Now, because it has been a little bit, you can see that the coffee is separated from the rest of the milkshake, but maybe that'll make it taste better. All right, let's give it a taste. Because it's kind of melted now, it sort of tastes like iced caramel macchiato, but normally when it's more frozen, it's like a frozen iced caramel macchiato. But I personally love it. This is the milkshake I get every time I go to Burger King, and it's the perfect amount of really sweet and a bit of that bitter coffee taste. So it's like a perfect adult milkshake if you don't want something that's sickeningly sweet. But I already knew that one was my favorite. So let's try the newest addition to the milkshakes at Burger King, which is a banana milkshake. So because this isn't one of the creamy line of milkshakes, it's just in a regular cup, but we can take a look. But I don't know what I was expecting, but it's literally just white. Ah! Well, that didn't go according to plan, but it's all fine now. Note to self, always keep the lid on the milkshake. Before I spill more of this, let's give it a taste. It kind of just tastes like banana milk because it's no longer frozen, but really, really sweet. Like if you've ever had a Laffy Taffy banana flavored one, it tastes exactly like that, but if it was turned into liquid. So yeah, if you're really into fake banana flavor, that might be for you. Now moving on to the ice creams. Hopefully I don't spill these everywhere. So we already tried the dime milkshake. Now we can try the dime ice cream. All right, so let's give it a taste. It looks really yummy. So it's basically caramel swirls put everywhere and crushed up pieces of hard caramel and crushed up pieces of chocolate everywhere. It's really good. I actually think this is way better than the milkshake because they do have like this caramel sauce all mixed in as well. Next on our ice creams, we have the King Fusion Smarties. So Smarties here are way different than the ones in the US. So this isn't actually fruit flavored. It's just little pieces of chocolate, just like M&Ms. So let's try the Smarties ice cream. It tastes just like ice cream with M&Ms in it. And last but not least, we have the King Fusion Salty Caramel. So while it does look like an Oreo ice cream, that's just Oreo crushed up on top, and then it's supposed to have salty caramel swirl throughout the whole thing. And it does look really caramely. It's like having an Oreo McFlurry, but with caramel swirled in. Out of all of these ones, I think I like the dime one best, then the Oreo, then the Smarties. Next on our desserts, we have the Norway exclusive apple pie. So this looks really nice. You can always ask for it to be heated up as well, which makes it taste even better. And if you're in the restaurant, then you can get it with like some whipped cream or ice cream on the side. But let's give it a taste. It's really sweet, but I do like that they have real apples in here. And I do like this kind of like butter crumble on the top. It makes it feel a bit more like a pastry from a bakery instead of just from a Burger King. I was saving the best for last, but Norway Burger King has exclusive mini pancakes. So let's give those a try. Since fast food breakfast places aren't really a thing in Norway, they decided instead to make it this on-the-go little pancake bite, which I think is super cute, and you can either get it with syrup or with strawberry jam, but I chose syrup because it's more classic. That's pretty nice. If it was breakfast time, I wouldn't mind getting a whole box of these to just take on the go. It's nice and like spongy. The syrup is just the perfect consistency and really easy and portable. I'm very happy about this. Okay, so I think it's now time for the final rankings of everything. Out of all of the burgers, my ranking of those is going to be #1 spot, the Gourmet Grill Steakhouse. It is delicious and it just is the perfect mixture of all flavors. In second place, I'm gonna give it to the Gourmet Grill Triple Onion. It's the first time I've ever tried that one, but it was really delicious and a good contender to the steakhouse. Then in third place, I'll give it to the Chili Mayo Bacon King, which is just like your normal Whopper, but with a bit of a twist. In fourth place, sorry, but it'll have to be the Triple Cheese Gourmet Grill, followed by the extra large chili cheese sandwich. Out of all of the desserts, it's pretty hard because they're all so diverse, but I'd say in #1 spot, I really like the creamy coffee caramel milkshake. I really did like the dime ice cream in second place. And third, I think it'll have to be the apple pie. Everything else was okay, but it just wasn't my favorite. And of course, some honorable mentions to the chili cheese and the little pancake bites. So yeah, that was everything that you can order at Burger King in Norway. If you guys like this video, be sure to like and subscribe and let me know if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And I can't wait to see you all next time. Bye guys!